Hey everyone, it's Mike with It's Pittsfield Tonight. I'm going to jump right into it, and I'm going to start with, we'll start with the proposed ban on the nip bottles. So Ronaldo Del Gallo, I believe, is the person who brought this petition to the city, or proposal, is proposing they do a ban on nip bottles. Now, I get that nip bottles are a serious problem when it comes to litter. Fireball and Smirnoff, I mean, when we did the last garbage pickup we did in November, unbelievable. I mean, we filled up garbage bags full of nip bottles. So I'll be the first to agree that it is a serious issue. Doing a ban on nip bottles in Pittsfield, though, that's not going to change anything. Well, sure, it will. This is what it'll change. It will cost the city of Pittsfield tax revenue, and it will hurt our local businesses. It will hurt our liquor stores. Because a ban like that will only have any positive effect, if it was county-wide. But if you can drive right over to the next town and you can still buy a case of Fireball, nip bottles, that's what people are going to do. It makes no sense. That it would be smarter to either work with the other communities or try to get some kind of bottle bill passed on it. Make it 15 cents. And those things, you won't find them out there. They'll be gone so fast, it'll be unbelievable. That's the solution on it. It is probably, you can't put a ban on one of the number one selling products in a liquor store. And I get, I'm not defending or going against it in any way. Everyone has the right to do, it's a legal thing. It's not like it's a crime to buy small nip bottles. You can't put a ban on it. I just think that's ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense. You put a bottle bill on it, make it 15 cents, and they'll disappear quickly. Starting with me, I'll be out there picking them up too. But I've always thought that was the easy solution to that, a higher bottle bill. Because a 15-cent price increase would not deter people from buying those. Not in my opinion. So anyway, that's it on that. Trash is something we're going to be talking about a lot lately. So you guys, I'm sure, have seen in the news, we got to figure out what to do with our facility. No more, as for right now, no more incinerating and all that at our facility. I reported on that when they first filed bankruptcy last year. And it was a lot of weird stuff going on with that. But a lot of weird stuff happens in Pittsfield politics. So that is another one we're going to have to address. The scooter thing, many of you probably saw the video I did. I approached that video with a little bit of a sense of humor. Somebody thought it was unconstructive or whatever. I didn't change anything. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's just a press conference that the mayor, the Commissioner of Public Services or Public Works, Ricardo Morales, and Bird e-scooters franchise proprietors, whatever they are, however that works, but the operators of the rental scooters. And the city of Pittsfield has a contract, an agreement with them. They're making 15 cents off of each ride. But I didn't think that video was negative. Like many people, I don't understand. When the mayor campaigned on, definitely the first time, on campaigning to address the issues like crime, that was number one, how unacceptable it was. Infrastructure, how unacceptable that was. And now crime and infrastructure are the worst we've ever seen them. I mean, everything she promised, the community centers, remember that? That was a big part. We need a community center. And she preached and preached on that. That never came to fruition. When she endorsed the Berkshire Museum, deassessing the collection and selling the art. She said we had to. It was the right thing to do for the community, for the kids, and like, so they sell $54 million worth of art. I mean, I can think of so many things that the mayor has done and the things that she said she was going to do, and none of them line up. I can't find any of them there. They don't go together. So that's that. Campaign Mayor Tyer is a lot different than what we got. But that was the issue with these scooter rentals. Really, it was more of, yes, there is another side to it that I'll talk about, a safety side. That is a real issue, and I think it's a real issue to discuss now because it's not just a private company. I'm all for any company being successful, but the city of Pittsfield did get into bed with them. They're partners with them, and people have some questions. When it was somewhat asked at that press conference, Ricardo Morales' answer didn't make any sense to me. He said, well, the word responsible for carries a lot of baggage. I didn't know, so did that answer the question? Is the city partially responsible if people get hurt? We know people under the age of 18 are using them. I've seen the photos. It's basically, you have a group of kids, one of them's old enough to get the thing rented and going, and then everyone's using it. And that I think is what we're seeing. When Ricardo Morales said there's no helmet law in Massachusetts. And Councilor Karen Kalinowski corrected that. She sent me a message, I didn't know, and she said that's wrong. There is a helmet law. If anyone's 16 and under, you have to wear a helmet. Granted, their little agreement says that you're 18 or older when you use it, but we all know, we've all seen it. And to be honest with you, it reminds me kind of the Segway craze. I don't know if anybody remembers that. When the Segway came out about 20 years ago. And the Segway was a two-wheeled electric, motorized transportation thing. And they were going to take hold everywhere. Cops were using them in New York City. You could rent them. Tourists could rent them. They were showing up all over the country as rentals and everything. And you know what happened? Emergency rooms filled up with head injuries. That's the truth. They were very dangerous. Eventually, the founder of the company died on one of them. And that was the end of the company. And I don't know, about 5-6 years ago, a Chinese company bought the Segway brand. And they make scooters and stuff now, ironically. I believe they did away with any of the two-wheel. They tried to go back to making some of those two-wheel ones where you stand up, but again, a lot of injuries. So they do other transportation modes. Scooters is one of them that you can get under the Segway brand. But my point is, when those were all out there, it was a craze, and they were everywhere for rentals. And anything like that, a product like that you're going to rent to the general public, and it's something you stand up on, and it goes 15 miles an hour or whatever, there's a good chance you're going to get hurt. You can get hurt. And we're seeing the stats show that. So there were serious questions that some people had. I thought they were answered bizarrely in that press conference, and that's why I approached it with a sense of humor, because I thought it was a bizarre press conference that didn't really answer much. It's more of a we'll wait and see. And I hope nobody gets hurt. And I hope it is successful, and the city can tell us how much money they made off of it and what that money is being used for. Does it just go into the general operating fund, or is it a special account for projects like this? Are they going to use that money to maintain the bike lanes? What is it for? So there's that aspect of it. So that's all. So again, when Mayor Tyer came out and said to all you gangbangers, it stops now. When she came out right after she got elected and said that, now that's changed to every time I see a scooter, it makes me smile. And I'm the bad guy for saying that. Meanwhile, crime continues to flourish in the city of Pittsfield. And we've had some serious incidents that could really use some PR from City Hall to get out there and bring some calm to the community and unite the community. We're just not hearing from the mayor on that. I know the chief is out there. He's done some appearances. I thought about reaching out to him. I don't know if he'll come on, but I'm going to send him a message also. So before I completely wrap it up, the DA's race, as many of you know, Bobby Sullivan, I've messaged him. I haven't heard back from him. I hope he comes on. He has dropped out, and he's endorsing Tim Shagru. So what that means to all of you is that whoever you vote for DA in the primary in September, that's who the DA is going to be. There's only one person going to the general election. So it will be decided in September. So anyway, we'll be talking about that. That's going to be a really important one. And I'm sure, are going to be hearing a lot more from the DA very soon. She's got a lot going on right now with certain cases. So the investigation of that last shooting. So, all right, that's it for now. Everyone, stay safe. Numbers are kind of getting high for the old plague, which sucks. So everyone stay safe. Make sure you got your shots. Whatever you got to do to stay safe. Nice weather is on the way. It's going to get hotter as the week goes on. So that's good. And that's it. So, all right, everyone be good. And take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I'll catch you all in the next day or two.